Thank you, Secretary. Gracias, Secretario. Secretary Rubio, I wanted to ask you, following on Matt's question about the operation yesterday in the Caribbean, 11 people who were carrying drugs were killed, President Trump has mentioned. Did the U.S. warn the people in the boat to stop their activity before firing the missile that killed them? Or how does this fit with the authorization for use of a military force authorized by U.S. Congress? Does the U.S. have evidence that the people who were in the boat were armed or posed an immediate danger to U.S. security personnel? And can you rule out, you mentioned the operations that operate from Venezuelan shore. Can you categorically rule out attacks on Venezuelan soil or an attempt by the U.S. to oust Nicolás Maduro? Also, from the U.S. perspective...
That's like 9 questions. I can't remember all those questions.
Sorry. from the U.S. perspective of
what was... la prensa norteamericana. Ustedes ven cómo
es algo que hacemos también en México, preguntar varias preguntas. And with the announcement today of the cooperation agreement, is the U.S. removing the 25% fentanyl tariff in place on Mexico that had been in place on the basis of fentanyl trafficking, or is the recommendation that you will take back to President Trump and the trade team? And finalmente, Secretario, para dirigir una pregunta a usted, un gusto ver nuevamente, Secretario de la Fuente. Con la larga historia de las invasiones que provienen de los Estados Unidos, ¿cómo ve México el ataque ayer en el Mar Caribe? Porque al pasado, en gobiernos pasados, incluso de este mismo partido, han tenido una relación amistosa con el gobierno de Nicolás Maduro. Ha sido un invitado del gobierno de México al grito de independencia y otras ceremonias, incluso toma de protesta del anterior presidente. Entonces, ¿cómo México ve las operaciones contra los cárteles en el Caribe con vínculos a Venezuela? Thank you both.
Okay, so let me just answer this question this way. The President of the United States has determined that narco-terrorist organizations pose a threat to the national security of the United States. I don't need to explain to you why. They are traffickers of people, they are traffickers of deadly drugs, they are traffickers of all kinds of illicit means, and they use the money that they generate to destabilize governments in the region, which in and of itself then poses a threat to the United States. So he has designated for what they are. They are narco-terrorist organizations. These are not stockbrokers, these are not real estate agents who on the side deal a few drugs. These are organized, corporate structured organizations who specialize in the trafficking of deadly drugs into the United States of America. They pose an immediate threat to the United States, period. If you're on a boat full of cocaine or fentanyl or whatever headed to the United States, you're an immediate threat to the United States. And the President, under his authority as Commander-in-Chief, has a right under exigent circumstances to eliminate imminent threats to the United States, and that's what he did yesterday in international waters, and that's what he intends to do. We're not going to sit back anymore and watch these people sail up and down the Caribbean like a cruise ship. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen anymore. They're not going to bring drugs into the United States. We're going to stop them. I know a lot of presidents have talked about doing it. This president is not a talker, he's a doer, and he's going to do it. As far as your question about tariffs, that's not, I don't negotiate those agreements. I will certainly go back and report, and they're aware of the level of cooperation that exists with regards to security. We've made a tremendous progress. And, obviously I know that even as I speak to you today, the economic team from Mexico is in Washington meeting with Ambassador Greer and also meeting with Commerce Secretary Lutnick. And obviously, that we hope that will come to some positive result at some point here soon, because our economic relations are very important. We have a lot to build on with the successes of USMCA.